Hi, everybody. Once again, welcome to a PRTC Center Stage, and we're talking music, one of my favorite subjects, and we're going to be talking with Miss Literacy. Sheila, always good to see you.
Good seeing you, Miles.
You know, we always have good discussions,
yes,
especially when it comes to music.
Gotta
kind
have
of my
music.
thing.
Yes.
Kind of my thing.
My thing too.
Well, tell me about the Colleton Voice winner and all that happened. Give me the overall, and then we're actually going to meet the winner in just a little while.
You're gonna have fun meeting our new winner. Well, Miles, we had our annual Colleton Voice program. It happened May 16th, and we had it at a non-traditional place. We went to the Colleton Middle School at the mini auditorium, and we actually had a nice attendance, and we had a great time. We had originally had 6 contestants, but one of them could not make it, so we had 5 contestants, 3 in one category, 2 in another. So we had our little category, which is ages 5 to 8, and we had our preteen category, which is ages 9 to 12. And they did an awesome job.
When they start singing young like that, a lot of times that'll be a lifelong passion.
That's it.
And that's so once again, tell us a little bit more about what happened and what went on.
So we started with the prayer from Julie Epple, and then we had our greetings from our superintendent, Jessica Williams, and we also had our occasion by our chair of CI, Community Innovations, Dr. Constance McLeod.
Let's tell people, if they're just joining us and not familiar with Community Innovations, tell us a little bit about that.
So Community Innovations was a nonprofit we started back in 2023, and we did it to cultivate self-esteem, to encourage the growth of social and mental wellness. We wanted to create an environment that would encourage or cause our people, our community to thrive. Not just survive.
Thrive.
Thrive.
And I like what you're saying, because in today's world, there's so much negativity that can be found all over the internet, all over the world. And I think a lot of it is just, it feeds on itself, that negativity. And when you have some positive influence like this, it's really, really a godsend, really.
Well, thank you. We wanted to do something to stay in the community. And, we did a little bit of that at the library, so we just wanted to continue our work.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, tell me a little bit more about the contest.
So, yes. So our contestants sang, and we had a great time. So we emerged 2 winners, the little voice and the preteen voice, well, 3. And then the final would be the Colleton Voice. So out of all of the singing, we had 1 Colleton Voice. That was the best of all categories, and she's here today.
All right, we're gonna actually get to hear her sing, right?
Yes, she's gonna sing.
All right.
She's not gonna sing the song that she sang and won, but she chose another one.
All right.
But she's just as good anyway.
Look forward to hearing her talent.
Yes.
And now, do we need to go ahead and say who she is now, or are we
Yes, might as well.
All right, so it's Jasmine Cheryl.
That's her. She's 12 years old.
12 years old.
And she's from Kenya.
Really?
She's from Kenya.
Wow.
Yes.
I've actually been to Tanzania, right next to Kenya. Actually,
how about that?
Flew through Kenya at one point, but it's right next to each other. Beautiful country. Beautiful area. Beautiful
well, maybe
area.
you can check it out with her and find out some more.
If you ever see the Great Migration on TV, where you see all the wildebeests and the zebras and all that, or zebras as we call them, but zebras is what they call them over there.
Really?
That's usually between Kenya and Tanzania. It's
really?
So it's a beautiful area. Really
nice.
is. Yeah.
And I know your passion for Africa.
I love Africa. I've been there many times. But yeah, so that's so. How long has she been in country?
I was going to tell you that, so you're just reading my mind.
Yeah.
So they came here a year ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm so glad they did, and she came with a passion. Her mom's a teacher here.
Awesome.
And her little sister is just as enthusiastic and just an outgoing child. So I see positive things coming from that family.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
And look at her. Been here a year and already winning contests.
Yes.
That is awesome.
And came with a good attitude.
Yeah,
and support, because she came with a good support mechanism when she came to the auditions. Someone else brought her because her mom was busy working, and she had they brought her, and they was like, oh, we love them. She's good.
That's fantastic.
Just positive feedback.
Yeah, I love things like that. Good, positive, feel-good stories. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Well, tell us a little bit more about what you want to get out.
So we also gave out 6 additional awards for our winners. We had the best dressed, we had the most confident, we had the best overall, the most creative, crowd pleaser, the best vocal range, and they all received $20, Miles.
Awesome. Well,
so that gave them a little cash in the pocket.
A little thank you. Little appreciate you being here, so to speak.
Yes.
Well, Sheila, you know, the youngest and the oldest, what's the age range? What was it again?
So our youngest was actually, I think she was 7.
Okay.
I think our youngest is 7. And our oldest is 12.
All right, well, there you go, which is the age of Jasmine.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, all right? And I believe when we come back, we're actually going to meet Jasmine.
You're going to meet Jasmine.
All right, I'll tell you what, I want to just ask you to hold on for just a second. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching PRTC's Center Stage. We're talking to Miss Literacy, and we're going to be meeting actually a very nice and talented young lady, Jasmine Cheryl, in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Yes.
Welcome back to PRTC's Center Stage, and I am really excited to be talking to our winner of the Colleton Voice. As a matter of fact, our Colleton Voice winner, yay! Jasmine Cheryl. Jasmine, right before we went on camera here, we were talking about Kenya and where she's originally from, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful country. I haven't spent much time in Kenya, but I have the neighboring country, Tanzania. And you know, I've been to Africa 5 times, absolutely love it. But with that being said and done, you've been here in America now for what, about a year?
Yeah, about a year, because we came last year, August.
Right. Well, awesome. Well, welcome to Walterboro. Welcome to America. Welcome to South Carolina.
Thank you.
And you come in and you just get here, and next thing you know, you're a winner in the singing competition. How does that feel?
Well, it feels normal.
It feels normal.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sang when you were back home, back in the original home?
Yeah.
Awesome. How long have you been singing?
I've been singing for as long as I can remember when I was small. Yeah, I used to
nice.
like singing.
So it's a joy, and you still do it. What's your favorite type of music?
Honestly, I like the type of music that goes with my voice.
What would that be?
I'm not really sure how to say it, but I'd say maybe gospel and stuff like that.
All right,
yeah.
good. So you like gospel? Do you like any of the popular music or any of that as well? Or? All right. I understand you're going to be singing a special song today, which is not the one that you sang when you won the competition.
No.
What's the one you picked for us today?
Lost Boy by Ruth B.
Okay, Lost Boy. Nice. So you said I'm assuming you had a lot of competitions when you were back in Kenya as well, as far as singing competitions?
Not really.
Not really?
It's my first time, actually.
Wow, okay. But you just knew that you loved to sing, you wanted to try out for it. You met our friend Sheila over here, Miss Literacy, and she's always a pleasure to be around. As a matter of fact, when y'all first met, tell me a little bit about what the whole process was like as far as going in to be a person singing with Colleton Voice.
So I was just at home one day, and my mom was like, "Hey, Jasmine, I saw this sign, and it said it wants young singers to sing." And I was like, "Yeah, I can give it a try." So that's when I went to Miss Sheila for the auditions.
Right.
My mom couldn't make it, so I went with a very good friend of ours, Miss Johnson. So we went there, and I sang the song, and she was like, "Wow, that's wonderful." And then she was like, "Would you like me to teach you, coach you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be amazing."
Awesome.
So we did it a few times a week. Then she told me I'm good, I can go for it. Then we went to the competition, and yeah, I won.
All right. What was the song you sang?
The Truth by Megan Woods.
All right, The Truth. Very nice, very nice. So, well, once again, your first time and you win, that's got to be pretty special. All right, well, that's great. So tell us a little bit more about maybe things that you might want to do. Well, let's talk about school. I mean, you're here in town now. Any particular subject you like that you love? I mean, maybe chorus. Have you joined chorus yet?
In 6th grade.
Well, okay. Sometimes we had a young chorus when I was growing up, but I guess that's not there yet. But so maybe later you'll be joining chorus. But tell us about some of the other subjects you might like.
I love science and mathematics.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Those are things that will get you through life. Got to have those. Well, that's awesome. So tell us a little bit more about your experience about being here in town and everything that's going on.
So I'd say it's different. It's kind of different from Kenya, but so far it's amazing.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, it's good to have you here. Sheila, let me bring you into this equation. Tell us about your experience with this young lady.
Well, it's been a pleasure. She's so humble. And like she said, when she came in, her voice blew me away. And I was like, very nice. I see how we could make it even better. And so I said, would you like me to share some little tips? And she said, sure.
Yeah.
And her mom was like, that's very nice. And so we got a chance to do it via Zoom. We did a few in person, and then we did a few via Zoom, and she caught on, and she caught on. And it just showed up when she showed up from day one. But it just was the icing on the cake when she performed, and she remembered what we gave her little tips, and she did well.
Well, that's fantastic. And once again, congratulations.
Thank
You're going to
you.
be singing for us here in a few minutes. I'm looking forward to that. And once again, it's all about the Colleton Voice winner. That's Jasmine Cheryl, who we're talking to, this nice young lady here. That happened, what, May 16th, right?
May 16th, Miles.
So just a few weeks ago, you became the winner, and you know, once again, it's something you can always be extremely proud of, and hopefully something you will continue to do throughout the rest of your life. I know, you know, I don't sing for a living, but I sure love singing. You know, so it sticks with you. It really does. We're going to take a quick break, guys. We're watching PRTC's, or you are watching us with PRTC Center Stage. We're talking about the Colleton Voice winner, Jasmine Cheryl. We're talking to Shiela Keaise, and we'll be right back with Jasmine singing in just a few moments. Stay with us.
How many times did you hear the same lie before you started believing? The enemy keeps whispering to me, swear this isn't all that I'm hearing. I used to know who I was when I look in the mirror. Now I'm not
Once again, welcome back to PRTC Center Stage. First off, come on.
All right.
Jasmine Cheryl, I see why you won. Beautiful voice, by the way.
you.
Beautiful voice. I absolutely love it. You know, once again, you were the winner of the Colleton Voice, and just your first time actually competing, singing,
Yeah.
right? Well, hopefully you're going to stick with it.
I am.
And I just can't imagine you not continuing to win as you go along and along and along. And it's just truly, truly a pleasure having you here on Center Stage and talking with you. And of course, Miss Literacy, Shiela Keaise. So, I mean, obviously, I think you said you were able to give her a few tips, but you obviously had a lot of raw talent to work with.
Yes, and her mom's natural as well. So everything I told her, mom probably already told her before, but we just kind of enhanced it and made it just come out a little more confidently. That self-confidence that we were talking about.
It's got a lot,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to be honest, for people who've never actually been on stage, especially when you're trying to perform, you don't realize it's not just the performance, it's all the butterflies and the things you think about and all you got to do to get up to that point and still perform. Sometimes I think the butterflies actually help, believe it or not. You know, getting that tension,
It does.
and you know, you always worry about, you know, before the performance, and then afterwards you feel elated because it's like, hey, that went better than I thought it was going to go. You know, so it's nice. So good deal. Is there anything else we'd like to add other than just what a great singer she is?
Well, you know, she won the title of preteen voice
Right.
and the Colleton Voice.
And the Colleton Voice is the overall.
That's right.
So she won in her category, and then she won the overall.
That's correct. And did you win best vocal? Which?
Voice range.
Yeah, best vocal
Nice.
range.
Very
yeah.
nice.
Or
Very
voice
nice.
range.
Well, once again, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I know your mom is quite proud of you. She's
She
actually
is.
sitting on stage right now.
Yeah.
And just everybody's proud of you. I know, Sheila, you're proud of you, and we're just glad to have you in the area, and we just wish you nothing but the best in your future.
Thank you.
All right.
And I want to add too, Miles, if you're not busy and if they're not busy, on November 8th, we're going to be Colleton Voice singers, including our winner, Jasmine Cheryl, is going to be on stage at the Coastal Carolina Fair in Latson.
Oh, yeah.
November 8th at 2 p.m.
All right. So that'll be a nice audience there as well.
Yeah.
So good deal. All right, once again, just want to say thank you to our very own Jasmine Cheryl, who just won, of course, the Colleton Voice competition. You're our big winner, and we, once again, congratulations. And a big thank you to Shiela Keaise. Sheila, always a pleasure to see you.
Always.
Miss
Always
Literacy,
a
all the good work you did at the library, and you continue to do after you've retired from the library, but still continue to do great work.
We're trying.
We appreciate what you do, of course, with community innovations
Thank
and
you.
so much more. You've been watching PRTC Center Stage. It's one of the things I love to do. We talk about music and so much more. Once again, thank you for joining us. I'm Miles Crosby.